Hi everyone, Serdjio here. You all know that the Japanese were the trendsetters for turbo engines in the 90s. 10 or 15 years passed and they faded into the background. And now it seems to me that the time has come when the Japanese, and specifically Nissan, released a car with a really decent engine that has very good potential. It's Infiniti Q50 V6. Meet. Guys, since we have so many cars, you see, there are 4 of them, they are all a little different, they are all on different stage. We have 4 owners and if we do a separate review with each one, it would be very long, not the format of our channel. So we're going to talk to each owner on a separate topic. Here we go. The first owner of our Infiniti is already appearing in our frame, he is special with us, he is pearl white. And so we started with him. Yura, hello.
Hi all.
Yura, I'm not a fan of Japan, everyone already knows this, I'm a fan of old school Japan, old cars, Supra, Nissan 350Z, old GTR. Convince me why it is worth buying this particular car, and is this purchase worthwhile?
Well, yes, Serdjio, it's very simple actually. I bought it and chose it on the principle of price quality. 5 criteria under which several cars really fall. Here are the 5 criteria. The first is the price of about 20,000. The second is the 17th plus year. The third is horsepower, 400 plus. The fourth is comfort, that is, it is not a stool like STI without shock absorbers and with a drum package. There is good quality, good skin, pretty good acoustics. There's a camera at 360 degrees, parking sensors, a dead zone, a heated steering wheel. All expensive cars have these features, I emphasize, expensive ones. You have to pay for these benefits. It's all there.
We have a car of the 17th year. Guys, fresh car. For how much money?
I took it for 20, another 7 invested.
Guys, for $27,000, a 17th year is very cool. The car has about 400 horsepower, mind you. In our review, by the way, this is the weakest car. The interior is maximally filled and improved. We all know that Japanese in this matter are very laid out. In general, this car looks very modern.
Well, I think that today its design has not lost its relevance, and it still remains relevant. The design is not outdated.
Yes, guys, I think that, in general, Yura convinced me, and we move on to the next car. Well, here we are already near the second car. Alexei, the owner of this car, appears in the frame. Hello Alexei. Damn, wait, don't rush. I say, Alexei, hello, you turn around and say, hello everyone. Hell, okay.
Hello.
We opened the hood for a reason. When you came to us for tests, you said that you have a very cool engine. I asked, this is V6, you say, yes. I say in all cars now V6, always with 2 turbochargers. Well, tell me why this particular car, why this engine, and why you chose this particular car.
By the potential of tuning, by the potential of improvements. Of course, having studied the resources on the internet, it seemed that this was the right choice. VR30 is the younger brother of the GTR, if I may say so, a similar engine architecture, exhaust. For very small improvements, we get stage 2 by replacing the exhaust, installing a larger heat exchanger, and down pipes, and of course with firmware, you can get about 500 forces, with a very low budget, and give odds to such guys, as you mentioned above, Mercedes C43, for example, which have a budget more than about 20,000.
Мерседесом C43, например, которые, достаточно в бюджете так 1020, наверное, будут больше.
Very charismatic owner of the car, I almost fell asleep.
Hello.
Now specifically on the facts, the 18th year, $28,000, V6 engine with 2 turbochargers, 520 horsepower in the car. Stage 2, well, such a powerful Stage 2. How it rides, we will show you today. That is, guys, the most important point of this engine is that it lends itself very well to tuning. Let me remind you that there were 300 in stock, now 520, and this is far from the limit. Because this is a well-known series, VR motors. Well, the third car appears in our frame. The third owner, his name is Yaroslav. Yaroslav, hello.
Hello.
What are you doing?
Sawing off.
The guys were going really fast, and they caught some package and broke off the splitter, which must have cost, like, $500. Right, Yarek?
What? No, 50, AliExpress.
AliExpress. I propose to talk with you about the styling of this car, and in order to properly show our viewers what a slightly tuned car looks like, I suggest that you roll it out and go around and tell about it.
Good.
Ярослав.
Roll out the car already. More, stop. We rolled out our car, our cool Infiniti. Firstly, tell us what's out of the ordinary here, because your role in our video is to tell about the styling and bodywork of this car. We have a minute and a half, so do not hesitate. Let's go.
Once there was a lip.
No, the lips are gone.
Well, it happened. $50. Grill black.
Price? Price is right away.
$100.
$100. AliExpress. Pretty boy. What's next?
Next, mirror covers.
How much money?
$130.
AliExpress. Let's move on.
Discs.
Also AliExpress.
No, local.
From a car dealership. Okay, how much money?
1,000.
Well guys, the prices are going up. 1,000. Let's keep going.
Further behind ducktail.
I really like this feature. Ducktail is translated as ducktail. It looks very cool, by the way, quite even carbon fiber. Carbon or plastic?
Carbon.
Carbon. How much is it?
120.
120. AliExpress.
AliExpress.
No way.
There is also carbon.
And you have a very cool exhaust. Could you step on the gas now for a second?
Yes.
Come on. Bro, come on, press.
Yes, soon.
What? Switching settings. Knock it out. You have non-original rear optics, right?
Original. Pre-styling.
Original. What else is unoriginal and interesting here?
Carbon linings.
Price?
60.
60. Guys, $60.
This is also carbon fiber, but it is worn on top.
Lamination.
Yes.
Clearly, what else? Exhaust?
Rear diffuser.
$30, right?
No, 50.
50. Let's go.
Well, I installed the exhaust here.
And how much did it cost?
Expensive. It's about $1,000.
$1,000. You invested about $2,500 in styling this car. 1,000 wheels, 1,000 exhaust, everything else is about 500.
Yes.
In general, guys, just a freebie. A very reasonable purchase, looks modern, looks unhandicraft, absolutely justified. Let's move on to the next car. And we have a fourth car. Andre appears in the frame. Andre, hi.
Hi all. Hello, Sergey.
You have a very interesting opportunity, an interesting mission, to tell about the shortcomings of this car. It is very difficult for owners to talk about their car, about some of its disadvantages. But today this role is Andre. Andrew, let's get started.
Well, look guys, the main disadvantage is probably the problem of brakes. They are really lacking. That is, it is enough to slow down 2 or 3 times at a speed of 200 plus, and you are already starting to feel overheating. This is probably the biggest problem, despite the fact that the brakes here are piston.
4-piston front, 2-piston rear brakes. I want to say that if you do not violate the rules of the road, I will stand up a little for this car and for these brakes. They are from Brembo. We just drove 250 and Andre was not enough of them. But I think that 270 of them will not be enough either.
But there is a solution.
Tell me.
Z1 discs and blue staff pads, about $2,500, and you slow down at any speed.
That is, we do not get into the brake system, we change a good pad, we change a good brake disc. Moving on, what are the other drawbacks?
Another disadvantage is the breakage of the tensioner belt. Here, I'm just a lot.
What belt?
Tension belt brake.
Stretch. Bypass belt for the generator. This is not a problem. In general, your air conditioner, electric power steering, and some other little things will stop working. Is everything okay with the engine?
Yes, I can't name any complaints about this motor here.
I want to say, Andre, that you are not coping well with your task, and you do not want to scold this car. I will help you. I do not like the quality of the interior, but Mercedes and BMW are a completely different matter. Do you agree?
Look, I don't agree. I have this 17th year GLE. The car has 20,000 kilometers, the wife drives it, and the seats are already worn out. Here I go, my daughter goes, I take her to school. I mean, it's ice cream, anything who has kids will understand. No problem. Yes, it's all a bit old, well, Japan, you know. But in general, I can't find fault with anything, I like the car.
Japan has never invested in salons, in the quality of a car interior. We are not talking about old Japan. I reviewed the Nissan Sima, I was amazed at the quality of the interior. And here, in general, as in all of Japan, there is usually a thin leatherette. And let's go, everything is very good in my Audi, everything is fine in Porsche too. But, guys, a car for other money, for this money, absolutely full compliance. Now I take a camera in my hands, and with each of the car owners, in each car, this is the first time on our channel such an idea that I will drive all 4 cars, tell my conclusion and praise or scold these cars. Guys, I take the camera. Heading, camera, let's go, sit down. Alexei, hello, you will take us safely, right?
Now let's try.
Seriously?
Does it fit in here?
Yes, put it somewhere. In the cabin, in general, it's quite normal, I won't scold her, I honestly thought it would be worse. Here, presses, freaks out a little. Carbonated. Yes, and here we have some menus. Well, really, it scrolls so, not very quickly. Let's go. Well, we gave in to everyone. So we have the slowest car.
You didn't want to slow down.
Is that car smoking or what?
He's got a system that shoots out the exhaust.
The system that shoots. So shall we speed up a little?
Come on.
Come on. Are we on max settings?
Yes, it's about.
Presses a little.
There is a little, yes, it is about 1 width.
Even puffs a little.
It's bad, yes. They are additionally thrown over because there are problems.
Runs great, by the way. Guys, 200, almost 200, 200. No, it's okay, it's okay. Guys, 520 forces Q50 against exactly the same car. Guys, we are losing half a body.
Traffic.
Yes, I suggest we slow down. We lose, I'll explain why. 100 kilograms of my weight is a loss of body length of 100 to 200 kilometers. It's been tested several times, I know that. Plus we have Alexei, who is also fat. That is, we have somewhere between 120 and 30 kilograms of difference with that car, so we definitely lose out on the length of the body. We will definitely lose. So, guys, I sit in the driver's seat. Chief, this is for you. You can film yourself, me. Alex, you're saying it doesn't steer much. What don't you like? We drove at 100 kilometers per hour into a turn in general light.
I'm after Toyota 86, honestly, it's right.
Well, it's a sedan, yes.
Perfect in steering. A little bit of that sharpness is missing here. Again, the keylowers, the collapse, and that can all be fixed.
I want to say that this car is not even an S, it's a regular Q50. My God, what's going on out there? I have always liked one feature in Japanese cars, they are very easy to drive. It seems that the car just rolls by itself, it is very easy to move. All German cars, they drive a bit heavy. Not because they are slower, but because they ride as if with a load. Japanese cars, they are so easy to drive, right here this car is exactly the same. You burn the brakes to hell, I tell you right away.
Got a little overheated.
Yes, a little overheated. Like that, she shifts quickly. 200. Everything is fine.
Well, yeah, somehow.
I don't know, when you drove them 240, or how much did you drive? 250. It's a very strange movement and it's creepy. I will drive there, back and forth, there is a BMW, back and forth. Guys, a BMW of the 18th year is 500 horsepower, even 335th. A new one will cost at least 40 plus, this is the minimum. 40 plus, yes, it's a 500 strong car. Not stock, not 306 horsepower. That's why we have 520 forces for an adequate price. The price matters, of course. Alex, how much did Stage 2 cost?
About $2,700, $3,000, depending on what is left of the past cars. Q-Tech and so on.
Now tell me what it took 2,700, that's literally briefly, the main.
Inlet, Alpha Performance, $500. Downpipes lower, Alpha Performance, $500. Increased heat exchanger, $800. Well, actually, Q-Tech plus firmware, $1,200. Q-Tech was already there, so the firmware turned out to be less expensive. Well, a couple of sleepless nights, writing logs, sending to Alpha. And that's it, you can go.
That is, our car is not even on methanol, it is an ordinary gasoline car.
Usual UCRAV 2, 98th gasoline. Well, in terms of exhaust, all further improvements, catback, all these things are already optional, but they don't really affect the speed.
100.
So, guys, we are already in the next Infiniti. Andre, how much power do you have?
Well, about 500.
500 strength. About 500 horsepower, good condition, won't show anyone a crack in the windshield. Go. Andrew, how long have you owned this car?
About a year.
Why Infiniti? Price quality.
Yeah, it's probably all price driven.
Didn't want Toyota? Or Honda? Acura?
No, I didn't want Toyota, I didn't want Honda. I thought it was BMW, but I'm a little afraid of them, new BMWs.
Well, tell me. Talk about shortcomings. Your task in this video, Andre, is to tell what you don't like very much or vice versa, what you really like.
Well, what I don't like is the comfort of driving a car.
You don't like it?
I don't like handling in this car.
I'm fine, I'm not a mega athlete on the road, but I'm fine with the handling. You haven't driven a Volvo, I don't like the steering there.
And so, I cannot name any shortcomings, that is the only thing.
Normal, high quality, modern car.
For this money.
For that amount, yes. Guys, our slogan for our video will be, for this amount of money. There are moments when you like something, you don't like something. But for the money it's great. Is the ceiling original?
No, it was she.
I see that there is Alcantara. By the way, only you from all the owners, it seems to me so. My personal opinion, I haven't ridden in the other two cars yet, your car is the second. I think you are the most pedantic, that's how it seems to me for some reason.
Well, actually, you're a bit wrong. I cannot call myself a pedant. The guys asked me to wash the car. Because, in fact, I have constant chaos in the car. But today, for a review, I scrubbed it, washed it so that.
Guys, the Serdjio channel makes even people who have a dump in their car clean up every 5 years.
100%.
So, guys, Andre and I change places. It is for you. Here. I don't know what you don't like about the steering. You're probably afraid to jerk the steering wheel. It steers all right, it keeps the road cool. Guys, everything is modern, the steering wheel is cool. I like that Andre changed everything, it looks very cool, high quality. I want to tell you that there are brands whose Alcantara from the factory is worse than here. Did you order from Italy?
Yes.
Very cool. Cool. Not a fan of the Alcantara steering wheel, the fabric rubs off. But there's nothing nicer in the hand. Maybe even a woman's breasts. On the second Infiniti rolled. Cool, I liked everything. Again, I summarize, the brakes are cool, but here they are also spoiled. It seems to me, due to the fact that there is a lot of power in the car, and the guys burn them. If they had stock 300 forces, then everything would be a little different. But now the time has come for all of you favorite heading battle. We are very happy that autumn is so warm and we can still do our battles to the fullest. And our 520 strong Infiniti Q50, we found a very worthy opponent. This is a Jaguar F-Type 5-liter compressor.
Once, two, three.
Well, we brought our two rivals together. The bottom line is obvious in principle. This is a very self-confident owner of this Infiniti challenged the owner of the Jaguar. Let me remind you, 5 liters compressor, about 600 horsepower. Our Infiniti has 520 horsepower and a 3-liter biturbo engine. But in defense of our Infiniti, I want to say one thing. Guys, $25,000 and $150,000. You understand, basically. Of course, here is a luxury car, here is a family sedan, but I want to say that it drives quite powerfully. We are already in Yuri's car. We turn on 2 unrealistic backlights for him, so that we can see a little better. And he says that he has the most complete equipment, it blows unrealistic cold, we have everything set up. Cool white color. Let's go further. Let's go for a ride and tell us why you chose Infiniti. By the way, we have a Macon in the color of our channel, sorry, it seems to me that this is fake. Look, we talked about the logic of buying this car. Would you recommend this car to a friend?
Yes, definitely.
Which one, good or bad?
No, good, really, a car for the price and quality, I have not found such. Not exactly competitors, but some other alternatives. In fact, for its price, it is very, very good. For this price, that is, you can buy a better car, it will be twice as expensive. And that's it. Here for 22,000 you can have 400 horses, pretty nice design. The 17th year of the car, not the 20th year. Then, plus or minus it is convenient to steer. There is a hint of sports, you can show off a little. Pros. Equipment as if the premium segment. Pretty high quality leather, perforation, here is the most complete set.
This is leatherette.
Leatherette on the side, and here leather in the middle, perforated.
Okay, this is the third car I've driven in and each car drives better than the last. I mean driving performance, noise isolation, anti-creak and everything else. Very pleasant, cool smell, in general the car is polished, perfect. Everything is very modern, we will not scold this multimedia, because, in fact, it is already a little outdated. But now it is moving so fast, everything is improving so quickly that in my Audi R8, multimedia is generally like a dinosaur. Well, this car, in principle, is not much worse. Everything you need is there, everything works and it's great. The slogan of our video will, of course, be, value for money. That is, this car is quite high quality for the money. Plus, we have the Toyota. Well, Honda or Acura can't offer anything turbocharged right now, right? Acceptable enough, or it will be some kind of exclusive model for which nothing can be found.
Well, yes, it is very rare, and it is very difficult to find something for it.
Why not Toyota?
Because it's unstable. Camry, you mean?
Well, Toyota, which is a competitor to this car. Avensis latest.
No, well, where is it? Really, it's a cow on ice. Well, Passat, Camry, they don't steer at all. If it's better there, or approximately the same, it's, say, BMW 3. But, with an engine of 3 0/10 of a turbo. That is, BMW 340, it will cost 10,000 more. Audi S4 will cost more. What else can be? C43 MG will cost more. Let subscribers write in the comments what you can buy by these criteria. 400 plus horsepower, newer than the 17th year, about $20,000. Here, let them suggest some alternative and argue the case. Maybe there's some car that drives better and looks pretty good today.
Guys, you see, even our heroes in our videos ask you to leave comments. And each hero of our video reads the comments very carefully, they all answer, and here there are as many as 4 of them. I think that this video will be ahead of all the previous ones according to the comments. Because it's a very interesting topic. There are a lot of interested people in buying a car, they choose and choose for themselves. And let's see who is better, Infiniti, Mercedes, BMW, or Audi. So please don't stop, don't leave it aside. And we're moving on. Guys, look, this car also has additional Bose acoustics, which are not in any of our copies that we are reviewing. Can you please tell me how much this car cost you?
20,000 and more I spent on all sorts of features. The brakes are beautiful and powerful, I made an exhaust, put an intercooler, because this is a sore spot for these cars, a weak intercooler. Stage 1. Did not want to improve much, because I am a more practical person. The more you improve, as a rule, the more often you stop at the service station. That's why I stopped at Stage 1. I'm satisfied with my 10 seconds, 100-200 she rides.
Guys, 10 seconds is very fast, about 400 forces in the car. 10 seconds is a fast enough time, it rides well, I fully support it. Probably the most pedantic of all our owners in today's review. Guys, our usual place, another Infiniti, the way ducktail. And let's see, white, very beautiful, pearl color, and see how this car differs from others. Or is she just like everyone else? Chief, you keep it like this.
Holding.
Yes, yes.
To clarify, I have the highest tires of all, it is a little more unstable. I have rain tires and very soft.
We will not drive fast. I'm interested in the integrity of the car. What do you get for $28,000? Is this car worth the money? Because, guys, I don't want to show any dynamic characteristics on these cars. They are fast enough for their volume, but boring enough for me. So, guys, I took a ride on the third car. Very good, rich equipment, let me remind you, Bose. And now we are going to ride on the next. And I'm in the fourth car, the owner is Yaroslav. And the first thing I see, the distinguishing feature of his car, firstly, it is 520 strong and it is a two-wheel drive. Rear-wheel drive, right? And I see CarPlay. Excuse me, how much did it cost?
400, CarPlay and 100, installation.
Like this.
AliExpress.
CarPlay can be put in general on any car.
Well, they have it on the Infiniti model. Newer. Years 14th, 16th.
Tell me, please, why this car?
When I was looking for a car, I chose between Audi 3, between BMW 3. Well, I just looked at something more or less fresh. Well, I have a car of the 16th year, and for this price there is nothing else.
How much did the car cost you?
17. No tuning.
Generally a good price. 17,000 without tuning. How much did it cost with tuning?
Plus 4,000. Broke the gearbox. Plus 2,000.
The guys said that here the gearbox is indestructible.
I was able.
What did you do?
Start with 2 pedals. Tried to burn out. The wheels weren't spinning, but the gearbox was spinning.
By the way, guys, heading key. The heading key is generally interesting. I show. Here we have opening, closing, opening the trunk. Is this an alarm?
Just screaming.
And this button?
This is remote start.
Remote start.
By the way, many cars come from America without such a key, without the top button. But if you change the key and find the correct settings, then there will be auto run.
Well, okay. Guys, it's getting dark, we've almost finished our video, when suddenly the owner of this car called us and said, I want to race with this new Infiniti. What we did is we took the weakest Q50 and G37. 333 horsepower, 400 here. And we will make an interesting battle. It is clear that most likely this Infiniti will win. But we want to show you how much the new generation has gone ahead and how much it will overtake. To make it even more interesting, our partner Rimax will give a special brake lubricant to the winner. Because the brakes of these cars, to be honest, are not very good. Let's go further. So guys, check in. Infiniti G37 versus Q50.
1, 2, 3.
He overtook us. Damn, how long. Anyway, I suggest you give up. Guys, almost 200. Damn, it's 150.
1, 2, 3.
Did you see the boost on the right just now? Wow.
Now there was a real delay. I don't understand why.
Yes, he is far ahead of us. It seems to me, guys, it seems to me, to the owner. Yes, slow down, where are you, what are you doing, bro? I want to tell you that I will now congratulate you on the acquired lubricant.
Me, the loser gets.
And, the loser gets, for sure, the bro. I apologize, yes, he needs to lubricate. Dima boasts about his camera, but I also have a camera, everything is fine. We've got some cool content on it right now. A man drove up to us, and even his friends say, go, damn it, lose to this Infiniti. Now it will be a very powerful race. What did you get? What do you have?
It's a ukulele. I'm hiding.
What do you have?
Ukulele.
Show me. Ukulele. What is a ukulele? Wait a second. Ukulele. Wait a second. What is it? So, is this a micro guitar?
Micro guitar.
Micro guitar. Can I hold it in my hands? Is it expensive?
Dudes with big dick.
Of course. So play something. Well, at least something. Damn, let's break the car. What about AC, DC? Guys, did you like our unreleased video? In fact, the bonuses don't end there. The full version of what is not included in all our videos will be on my Instagram account or in the Telegram channel. The links are right here. Go ahead, subscribe. More to come.